It's known as the most sensational murder case in the history of Arizona. In 1975, Bill Macumber was sentenced to 2 life sentences for killing 2 people and dumping their bodies in the desert. Well, for nearly 40 years, he maintained his innocence, saying his ex-wife framed him for the murders. And finally, 4 months ago, with the help of the Arizona Justice Project, Macumber was finally exonerated and released from prison. ABC 15's Stephanie Hockridge joins us now. Sat down with Macumber to talk about his life and what it's been like since he's been released. And it's hard to believe he has missed so much.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, 40 years, you name it. Weddings, births of grandchildren. He definitely missed it. Yeah. But, you know, think about this. What's really interesting is how much our society has changed in 4 decades. Bill Macumber said it was kind of like Rip Van Winkle waking up 40 years later to find a world that he barely even recognized.
Even though you watch television and you see all the changes don't impact like they do when you walk down the street. I don't know one car from another. I don't really care. I'm totally awed by the technology. I'm awed by the size of the Walmarts and the Targets and the stores. I'm not comfortable with the dress of our youth. They're sloppy. I'm not sure it should be allowed now because to me, it delves into self-pride.
Well, he says he's been told he has to accept these things, but he decided, no, I really don't have to accept anything I don't want to.
Well, it's incredible. I talked to someone who was released like this. The first thing he said is, I want to go get a tattoo. I never got a tattoo in prison. So I'm wondering if he had any kind of revelations like that.
Absolutely, because, you know, he always thought that he would be released. He always knew that he'd get out of prison. And so for many years, he dreamed of actually 3 things. First, ordering McDonald's French fries. Second, Dairy Queen. And third, cracking open a beer. I said, you know, was it as good as you always imagined it would be? And he says, absolutely it was. It was great.
Wait for that moment and hold on to things. I'm wondering if, looking back, he thinks he would do anything differently now knowing the outcome.
Yeah, absolutely. And I asked him that, and he said, you know, honestly, and he got really emotional about it. He said he had one regret, and it was not staying close with all 3 of his sons. But I also asked, you know, what about his future? What are his plans? And he says, you know, I don't really have anything concrete that I want to do other than spending just as much time with family as I can. And I think it just speaks to all of us about what's really important in life, that he gets out of prison after 40 years and all he wants to do is spend time with family.
Playing catch up, for sure.
Yeah, that's the truth.
All right. Thank you, Stephanie.
Thanks.